The two quiet people on here alone. Oh,
Right. You know what I'm saying?
okay. Okay. Hey, leave the quiet people alone. No.
Let me look at this. What we supposed to be talking about?
Well, hey, everybody. Happy Thursday. Gonna wait till we get some folks in the room.
Yeah. What we talking about? What we talking about?
So, how was your week?
It was good.
Oh, excuse me.
Hello there.
Hi. Loving the hair.
On the floor.
Giving all kinds of eclectic vibes and things.
Oh, yes. Yes. How was everyone's week?
I'm waiting for it to be over. Honestly.
Me too.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm really, really tired. Hey, Tim.
Mercury is in retrograde. We do know that.
Girl.
And what?
So wait a minute. So last week I was supposed to go to a birthday party. And right before I was getting ready to leave, there was a post on Instagram saying due to unforeseen circumstances, the party had been canceled.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody commented like, "Dag, what happened? Is Mercury in micro braids again?"
Oh,
what?
my God.
The hell? Okay.
When I say I hollered,
yeah, that's hollow worthy.
is Mercury in micro braids again?
Yeah. They meant well. Tank.
Yes.
Can I be honest? I have no idea what the hell Mars in retrograde is.
So it's Mercury in retrograde. So the planet stops and then it goes backwards.
Yeah. Or gives the appearance that it's going backwards. So it basically throws, the understanding is that it throws everything off kilter. Mm-hmm. It usually and it's usually revolving around relationships, your relatability. You can't relate to folks. Like it's like we're off center, and it makes total sense. It makes total sense to me.
Is there a specific time when this happens?
It happens several times a year.
Yeah, and actually, it's not just Mercury; it's different planets that also do this as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pluto's in retrograde at times. I don't know if it's relegated to specific planets, but Mercury seems to be the one that's probably the one that's most known.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all giving these planets. Really sure. Y'all giving these planets too much credit. Like it's just fuck niggas. Shit going on.
But Gadget, I mean, I don't know if anybody's into all of this, but I mean, if you people really don't focus on how connected they are with the earth, and that's
really what it's about. It's being connected beyond what we see here on the surface.
Exactly.
But if you're a stripper, I don't want to see no Mercury retrograde on your post.
Why not? They can't be connected to the earth.
You know what? They're probably the most connected to the earth.
Yeah, they show up.
They're just trying to make some money. What's the problem?
Look, ass to the grass.
What's the problem?
What's
the problem?
You're trying to hit me with some philosophical shit, and you about to get naked in the next 2 hours.
You can't. I mean, people are multi-layered.
Yeah, everything isn't in a vacuum. You know that.
No human being is black or white.
Multidimensional. We all multidimensional.
Multidimensional beings.
Well, except Donald Trump.
Very well.
Except Donald Trump.
Are you taking life advice from a stripper?
If said stripper seems to have her head or his head on straight, why not?
Gadget, I used to dance briefly. Don't be throwing shade on me.
Hold up. Hold up. What club was this?
It certainly was not local.
Was this? Oh, this wasn't the house?
No.
Oh.
My daddy would have killed me. I was too afraid of my dad.
You don't think a stripper could be intelligent?
Right.
Nah, I'm not saying that.
A lot of them put themselves through school. That Players Club fight was real for a lot of people.
I'm not getting life tips from a stripper.
Why not? Sometimes it's just a means to an end.
I'm gonna give you some good old Christian advice.
I don't want that either.
Look. You don't know where your help might come from. So I can thee, thine, and thus you to death, and let you know if that stripper this got some knowledge for your asses.
Shut up, V.
Oh my God. And that comes from Leviticus. Leviticus 13:4.
Sorry, God. Sorry. So sorry.
You just never know where you may get a good tidbit from. You don't know.
I'm gonna tell you quite honestly. I follow Plies and I follow Boosie. I have to tell you, they got some knowledge for you.
You never know. You cannot.
I follow them. I follow Boosie for the comedy. Like there's nothing intelligible.
He's ignorant. But every now and again he'll give you a jewel.
You just never
know. Every now and again he'll give you a jewel.
You never know. So don't judge the strippers.
A lot of them are doing I'm feeling some kind of way about that.
Listen.
What?
I dated a stripper before.
Okay.
And how was that experience?
She I mean, it wasn't long lived. She was a student at Howard.
Okay.
And she stripped at Penthouse.
There you go. See? Why wasn't it long lived?
Because she was a stripper.
So why did you
Okay, let's be clear. Let's be clear. Did she was a stripper, but did she live the stripper lifestyle? Because there's a difference.
Yeah.
No, but when you're younger, you can't see wifey and somebody giving lap dances. You know what I mean? Like I was in my 20s. Like I wasn't.
You didn't have any perspective.
I wasn't in a state of mind.
How long did it last?
Couple months.
Okay.
Yeah, I know her. Yeah, that's about as long as I danced because I.
Okay.
Actually,
I'll tell y'all the story why offline.
Okay.
Oh boy.
What were you about to say, Gadget?
I was gonna say you might have seen her, but you didn't.
V might have seen her, or I might.
No, you.
Me?
When we were neighbors, but you never saw her.
Oh. Okay.
She never came to that apartment.
Oh.
That apartment.
Yeah. It was past life. All right, let's go.
Moving on.
Yeah.
I didn't make it.
We all say some stuff we're gonna regret.
What's our first topic? Because I can't see the topics.
The first topic is Miss Kelly Price.
Yes.
Going missing, but not missing.
She was reported to the authorities as being missing because her other family members could not get in contact with her after she got out of the hospital from COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, I didn't know she was married. So
I knew she was engaged. I didn't realize she got married.
Yeah,
already.
Well, her new husband, fiance, boyfriend, or whatever, wouldn't allow anybody to talk to her. So they assumed that there was foul play involved. And Kelly wasn't calling nobody. So they put her on the missing person.
Hey, Tanya.
Oh, what's up, short hair?
Oh, God. Isn't it cute?
So cute.
All right, yeah.
She giving all kinds of boop boopy doo.
Yes.
Hey, y'all.
Hey. So, okay. So let me make sure I understand this. So she was recovering from COVID. So she wasn't in touch with her family. And the boyfriend, fiance, husband wouldn't let the family members speak to her.
So they say, yes.
Let me turn this around.
Okay.
Are we talking about Kelly Price?
Yeah.
Yes.
But her interview, she said, "Hey, I'm quarantining. I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to, she said she died twice. She flatlined twice. She apparently was hit pretty hard with it. And she did not want to infect, for the lack of a better word, anyone else with this.
But she couldn't call anybody?
Yeah, it sounds like something else, V. Like,
Yeah.
Well,
she
it
did have her
seems to me
husband
like
to
she's
deliver
estranged
messages.
from this sister. It seems like she's estranged from this sister to me.
And here's the other thing: whatever Department of Police went to her house, they have to physically lay eyes on you to see that you're okay.
Yeah.
Which they didn't do. They couldn't do because no one let them in.
Yeah, they just talked to the boyfriend.
Right.
Oh, it's not her husband?
Or the husband or whatever.
Whatever he is. No, I don't want to dismiss him like that. Her significant other. Yeah.
So her husband is the sneaky one, sounds like, maybe too. Like, he's in control of the communication if she's somewhere recovering and he hasn't he did. I mean, these rumors started kind of a week or two ago.
This was last Friday.
Part of the issue was that she was so gravely ill that she was in ICU, and she was there for 3 weeks, and then she left against medical advice, or she discharged against medical advice, and they felt like, well, wow, if she was in ICU, she was in really, really bad shape. So, what did she die? What happened to her? Why doesn't anybody know what's happening to her? You know,
is this just her sister, or is her mom around, or?
It's just them two. From what her video said, she said it's just us two and their kids.
Yeah, Kelly Price has a daughter, I think.
Yeah, because she was married before.
Yeah, she has a son too.
I mean, but even if you're like estranged from your relative, you would want to know if they were that sick. Maybe that'd be a time to connect and have some kind of concern that you wouldn't usually have, you know? So I don't blame her, even if they weren't getting along before this, for her to be like, where's my sister?
Right.
Or what about even telling the police, I'm here?
Yeah.
It's
me.
Was she there? Or
why everything is so suspect is because she spoke with TMZ.
Hello,
and, you know, TMZ pays to conduct interviews, especially if they're hot topics.
Okay.
They will pay a nice chunk of change to get the exclusive.
I mean,
so that's what the whole argument was about. They, you know, some people are kind of saying that this might be a little, you know,
money
orchestrated.
Have you guys already talked about the Brat and the other ladies feud over all this too?
Oh yeah.
What happened with that?
And Nick,
I didn't delve into that. What happened?
Okay. You want to go, Tanya?
No, I was waiting on you after.
Okay. So what happened was and I came in on the tail end of it. So what happened was Nikki Gilbert from Brownstone.
Mm-hmm.
She apparently is still cool with Kelly Price. She had apparently talked to her. They'd had communication. And she apparently had known the backstory of what was happening, what was going on. But when she went live, she was basically talking about her platform. Nikki Gilbert's platform, whatever that is. I don't even know what she
did a tease.
Yeah, she basically did. In short, that's exactly what she did. She did a tease. And what ended up happening was she put Kelly Price's business out there during the tease, talking about the communication that they had and what had happened during that conversation. And Brat got pissed because she was like, how are you going to take that time when she's infirmed, take that time to talk about her personal business and at the same time try to promote your platform and use to big up your platform?
Right.
So apparently there was some words exchanged online and so on and so forth. And so that ended up being a thing. And Brat got out of character and was like, blah, 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 you know.
Well, what exactly did she tease? What did she say?
She was talking about Kelly's conversation with her, but she knows it's a hot topic. So she's like, find out more on my podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So the Brat's like, how dare you use this woman's situation to promote your show? Now, the Brat has some nerve talking about that when she had a whole wedding.
She's on the dish.
Yeah, and this is the job of celebrities usually, but I guess because it's her friend, it was out of bounds, which I get, but I'm just saying all of them do it. She literally came out officially as a gay woman when she almost had the reality show. I mean, she has a reality show with her and her girlfriend. So
I guess she felt like it was her business to tell.
No, she does, but I'm just saying that all of them kind of do something. But I know she was probably saying that's not. But she didn't give like a lot of information out. But she did. She did insinuate that she had more stuff to share, and if you wanted to hear it, come to her podcast.
Got it. That doesn't sound like a friend.
No. And so the brat went off on her.
That's the opportunist.
Yeah,
Yes.
that doesn't sound like a friend at all. To use something or to use a conversation that we've had to get people to come and, watch or listen to your podcast.
And I think she did say that someone said they had permission to talk about, maybe the brat was saying she had permission to talk about it, but all of them, the brat still talked about the fact that she's okay. And we talked. She didn't release anything personal, but people started coming out saying we talked to her.
Was this before she did her interview with TMZ or after?
Before.
This was after.
Oh, I saw it before.
Okay. Well, something squirrely's going on. That's for sure.
But on Kelly Price's side, when you want to get off the missing person registry?
Well,
maybe she didn't even know. Her husband or boyfriend.
Her publicist knew. Her publicist is the one who came out with the statement saying she's fine. So why can't? Okay. Yeah.
I just think it was a nice payout for an exclusive.
Publicity.
Yeah.
She got. I mean, she ain't dropped no album yet. So.
And Nikki Gilbert's a cuckoo clock. I don't care what nobody say. I just think she's a little,
She's messy.
Yeah.
See, Joe says she knew her sister reported her as missing.
Yeah.
I'm sure the sister told the husband, boyfriend, fiance that she was gonna do it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Which, I mean, the last week we had a whole conversation about missing people, and that's why I thought this was interesting because
yes, when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, like Kelly Price is missing. We just talked about missing people. So
V, you're not on mute if you want it to be.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, so it caught my attention, and then it's like immediately, like after that, oh, she's not missing. I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
Wow, and that is a nice segue into our next topic. Another person who's missing, the vice president. Where the hell she been? Like nobody has seen this black woman since she said, "Don't come, don't come." Nobody has seen her since then.
Well, she was on The View. And then they had to isolate her.
Yeah. We almost saw her.
I've always had my reservations about that woman.
Mm-hmm.
I've always had my reservations about her.
Really, it just seems like the White House isn't really giving her anything to handle.
This is a dysfunctional White House.
They're like, they never give me work.
Yeah, it's like they're not giving her projects.
They told her to go to the border and see what's going on down there.
Because quite honestly, I really think that the whole goal was for her to be the figurehead to win the election, to get, to beat Trump. That was going to be the Trump card. But yeah.
But okay, so I'm trying to think back to previous presidencies. I mean, I feel like we saw quite a bit of Lord, what's the previous vice president?
See, that's the whole point. We do not hear much from vice presidents, but we just thought we would hear a lot more from this one.
From this one. Yeah, Mike Pence was the previous one. Yes. And we saw Joe Biden.
Joe Biden is a white man. Prior to that,
but I guess he was with crazy person.
He didn't have a chance with Big Mouth Trump.
Yeah, you might be right. Maybe we don't hear from them a lot, and we're just really noticing it because we've been looking for her.
I think so. I think it's a lot of us looking for her in that respect.
I haven't been looking for her.
You haven't?
I haven't either.
No.
And to be quite honest with you, I really don't think that they really want. I don't think that they really want a woman of color talking about these issues and making decisions about these issues. They wanted to beat Trump, and that was it.
Well, I'm okay with that.
Quite possible.
But this administration,
I didn't want Trump, so
this administration has reneged on every promise that, well, not every, but a lot of them, like they promised immigration reform. Everybody, we know how
We
that
all
went.
saw
How
how
that's
that
going.
worked out.
That's still.
I like. I'm for immigration, but the way they treated the Afghanistans to the Haitians,
The Afghans.
Oh yeah, you get. Oh yeah.
what I call them, the Afghanistans.
The Afghanistans.
Listen. How many times have we gone through this with Haiti?
Yeah.
At least 3 documented times in our history. I'm 50. I'll be 51 this year. I've seen this crisis happen in Haiti at least 3 times where they on the boat and they right there at the crux of the border
And they get turned around.
and they get turned around to go back.
And where the hell are they going back to? Like,
well,
there's
that's the thing.
nothing
A lot
there.
of them haven't even been in Haiti in years. A lot of them hadn't been in Haiti in years. So a lot of them were going back to a country, one, that's demolished and that they hadn't been to. I swear I don't get it. Now, I understand, the Afghans that were brought over here were people that, I guess, for lack of a better phrase, they helped the United States. They did something for us. So they were trying to repay them by bringing them to the United States. But
they did train them, though, for them to stay there and for their...
I don't think those weren't military people, were they? Those were like translators and stuff like that. They allowed to come.
That was a lot of translators.
That was not all of them were translators. Some of them were regular old Joe.
Yeah, the way they were running for that plane.
Yes.
No, I totally get it. I totally understand what you're saying. Totally different treatment.
Yeah.
Totally different treatment.
Well,
back to the missing woman. I said back to the missing woman.
Oh, sorry.
Right.
My bad.
Oh, her.
Maybe that's the missing white woman syndrome that she's going through.
Well,
I don't know.
I'm still waiting for Relisha.
Oh gosh.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's a flashback for you.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Relisha.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I think that man took her life right before he took his.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I hate to think so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry. Let's move on.
Yeah. So Joe said, I don't know why my comments are disappearing. Is this like a new Facebook feature?
Are they?
Mine always disappear.
Really?
Try looking on
I'm looking at
our
StreamYard.
platform.
Yeah. You can see the comments in StreamYard.
Yeah, look on our platform.
Yeah. Are you on your phone or your laptop?
I'm on my laptop and my phone.
Oh.
My neck and my back.
Oh my God.
Y'all, this goes left. I swear every time. Oh my God. Every time.
I mean, that was just a quick tribute to AJ Johnson.
Yes. Got it. All right.
What's our next topic?
Chuck D.
Chuck.
Oh wow.
Listen, y'all gonna have to fill me in because am I gonna hate him after y'all finish?
Hold on. Let me go to
Am I
Twitter.
gonna hate him?
Let me go. So
y'all know I love PE. Y'all gonna make me hate him now.
So Chuck wasn't defending R. Kelly. He was saying
about the system.
He was
the
talking
system.
about the sentence.
Okay,
I can. Sentence was too harsh.
Hold on. He got sentenced already?
No, he didn't get sentenced yet.
I
He
mean,
didn't get sentenced yet.
So then he's misinformed because what he said was he compared it to Ike Turner and Rick James. He was like, they both went to jail and they came out and they were productive citizens.
Okay.
But this guy's a rapist. You could turn a rapist into a contributing citizen.
Not only that, but he's been doing it for so long. Like he married a 15-year-old
and got her pregnant. Now and married her only because he got her pregnant.
Yeah. Joe said he thought he got 149 years. I'm gonna look it up. I do know that Chuck D apologized.
He did.
Well, what I will say is this: every time that R. Kelly got off, these are the years that he was supposed to get, and
Yeah.
they're definitely
Because he
trying to make an
changed
example
behavior.
out of him.
He kept going because he was not being, prosecuted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
Joe-
there were people recanting. There were people recanting, and people were getting paid off,
Mhm.
and all these things. And so he basically had been Teflon Don the
Yeah.
whole time, And Joe, I'm with you all the way. Yeah, the parents need to have I'm off some knuck if you buck shit with these parents. I'm serious.
Yeah, definitely.
So Joe, he hasn't been sentenced yet. He can be sentenced up
He
to
was-
149 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Chuck D, let me share the screen.
Harvey Weinstein is still. Is he on house arrest?
Is he even alive? Is Harvey Weinstein?
No,
alive?
Epstein is dead.
No, I know, but I know
that
Harvey
man.
Weinstein.
They murdered him.
Got
So-
really sick.
So I think Chuck D's Twitter got misconstrued. He said, "How long should R. Kelly spend in jail? And does the USA system give a man a chance for a man to change his world around?" I don't think he was defending R. Kelly. I think he was just putting out there, how much time do you think he should get, and do you think someone like him can change? And that's when
that's a conversation that's gone on for years. Rehabilitation and what
Yeah.
they're doing while they are in jail doing time, and they come back out the same. So, I mean, if there's nothing else happening while you're in prison, then how would you change?
Here's my feeling about R. Kelly. R. Kelly, like I said, he kept getting off.
Can we stop saying that he's getting off? Because that's throwing me off.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, why is he getting off? Stop. No. Urine backs. I don't.
Totally
So-
threw you off the game, didn't it?
I'm sorry, bitch. I'm sorry.
Totally threw you off your game.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Pete.
let me just say he escaped
Prosecution.
prosecution
Yes.
each time. If it weren't for people recanting, if it weren't for his purse, if it weren't for any of those things, he probably would have already been in jail, or probably just now getting out of jail at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But because he's been able to elude prosecution,
yeah.
this is it. But I look at R. Kelly from a spiritual perspective. I really believe God was trying to save that man so many times and give him the opportunity to get help, because he and his brother were both sexually abused.
Mhm.
They've talked about that.
Mhm.
He was sexually abused. You had the wherewithal, the means, the opportunity to shut everything down and say, "Hey guys, I'm going into major therapy. I need to get help. This is what's happening." See,
Not the toot and beep though.
Shout out to Tim White for
oh my.
Oh no, not the golden showers.
Oh God.
See. And I posted about this week. I said I can't. I see the memes and I see I think about his victims. I have to think about the people that he victimized. I can't relish in this victory for them, because their lives are fucked up.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
I mean, their lives are fucked up.
Now, I will say that I think anyone can change if that's what they choose. But you have to be in a space where you recognize that there's a problem. Now, maybe this downtime will help him to do that, but
Downtown.
downtime.
Yeah,
Is that what you call it?
that's some
This break-
downtime for your ass.
Life in prison, downtime.
Right. That's a lot of
this
downtime.
break
I'm
will
serious.
help him to recognize, okay, like I have some issues that need to be addressed, because clearly he didn't see anything wrong with what he was doing. Yes, there were young girls that he victimized, but there were also some grown women that he really brutalized.
And men.
And
And men, and that wasn't talked about much, but yeah.
Wait a minute, men?
Yes.
You didn't hear that?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking to my sister earlier about R. Kelly not just being a pedophile, but also being a trisexual. And trisexual is just that. You're trying anything at this point just to get the feeling of whatever comes from sex for him. And if be it man, be it a hole in the ground that he done dug, whatever the situation is, he trying to get that. Because when you out of control, baby, you out of control.
Yep.
And he was out of control.
Sickness.
Yeah. I guess he does need that downtime for real.
I mean,
he gonna get it.
So I know that. So I know that the max is 149 years. I was gonna say I doubt that he'll get that long, but you just never know.
I just know he messed up one of the greatest bedroom anthems of all time, and I can't forgive him for that.
Oh gosh,
it's terrible,
bastard.
No, I told you I've always felt like something just wasn't right with that man.
But every song was about
Underage Chicago boys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm not about, you know what? I'm not surprised by any of this. When I heard about African Bambaataa victimizing young boys, that was it for me.
I didn't even hear that.
Yes. Yes.
You know,
and that's been documented. And then what was the DJ that got caught? That got caught dealing with
transsexuals.
Was that Mr. C?
Yeah, but they were willing.
They were grown though.
They were willing participants.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were paid willing participants.
Yeah.
Shout out to.
There's no shame in that now.
I mean, the thing is, you don't know what people's sexual proclivities are.
No.
You just don't know. You have no idea. You just hope and pray that the people that you befriend or let into your life are normal.
Damn, what is
that normal now?
Or honest.
What is normal anymore?
Well,
what is that?
When I say normal, I mean not having sexual desires for children.
Yeah. That's the greatest hope at this point. Shit.
Yeah. Especially if you have children of your own.
First of all, I think you're a bastard anytime you're going to have sex with somebody that's not of them, they're not physically, mentally, or psychologically able to make those decisions for themselves.
Yeah.
That's old people. That's mentally disabled. That's animals. That's anything. Like what the hell?
Yeah.
Jesus
probably
Christ.
What he liked about it.
You said what?
I said it's probably what he liked about it. No deep conversations, no one to challenge him.
Well, clearly the man's growth was arrested. His development was definitely arrested. Yeah. I mean,
and this almost goes back to our conversation of what were we discussing the other week? Paid sex versus sex worker versus
what
was the
we were talking about men that aren't interested in committed relationships. Like, why don't they just have sex with
a prostitute
if they're not interested in commitment? Because eventually, most times when you are intimate with someone's going to develop feelings.
Well, I think that's the game part for them. They want some type of game, and that's the game.
Well, in R. Kelly's case, it's about control. At this point, it's not even about the sex anymore. It's about control.
It has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Well, we will see.
Well, does that? I mean, we did see a video of a registered sex offender. Did you guys see that? That they were so that kind of I mean, I don't know if that's the next subject.
Let me go to that.
because that was interesting to me, because I had mixed feelings about that, because while you're protesting one man's house that you know of, there's so many that you don't, that are probably
that's the thing. It's like if you don't know what you don't know, right?
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's about the conversations you need to be having with your children, not protesting this one man that you do know about. Like this is time to have those conversations. And it's not really doing anything to, I guess, outing him. He's already outed. Like, I mean, it's time to have those conversations with the children, with the people in the neighborhood, or everywhere.
See, one thing about the sexual offender registry, that depending on the state that you live in, the crimes are based on degrees, and a lot of the time, some people are on that registry. I will probably say under some sketchy circumstances. I can tell you of one person that I know personally who's on the registry here in Maryland. But I mean, it is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? But
so why do you say it's sketchy circumstances?
Well, I say sketchy. I'm going to use. I'm not talking about anybody else's situation. I'm talking about my situation, or the person that I know. This was a young man who at the time was 19. He was dating a 16-year-old who was on the way to turning 17. They had a relationship. His family was all right with it. Her family was all right with it. Everything was cool. Everything was cool in the gang. He fell out with his family, ended up moving in with her and her family. Family took them in. Everything was all cool in the gang. This is my son. Oh, this is my son. He's going to marry my daughter one day. All this bullshit, until he cheated on that girl. And then once that happened, mama, daddy, and the whole clan went on down to PG and said, we have a sexual offender in our house and we need you to put him arrested.
Wow.
Yeah, I've definitely heard stories like that. Like, it's not in the traditional sense of a rapist,
right?
It's like the people are like 1 year apart, or I even
months apart, like 5-6 months apart. Like,
like if you get busted with a prostitute, you can get on the registry.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah. If she's underage, you can.
Oh, even if she's of age, because prostitution is still illegal except in Baltimore. In PG County and DC, it's illegal.
But how? So you go on the registry for that?
Well, you're technically an offender if you're arrested. Yeah. Oh wow.
So I have the. You guys need to download the Sex Offenders app.
No, I will not. I just can't.
Look at all the red.
Let me just tell you that I was on that website faithfully because my kids played in the neighborhood. And so I need to know who was who and what was what in my neighborhood. Yeah.
Jesus.
So does that segue into the Nicki Minaj thing then?
I was going to ask about that. I was going to ask about that because
her husband.
Because people are really on this girl pursuing them, and I think she has every right to. They're trying to get her.
They're harassing her. They're harassing
her. They're trying to get her to recant her story so that he can come off of the registry. And I don't even know if that's how it works.
Right.
It's not. And if she recants her story, guess who goes to jail? Exactly. She does for filing a report.
Exactly.
Right. That is ridiculous.
Like, he already did the time. That I don't think her taking her story back is going to do anything.
Right.
I mean, I guess they could vacate the verdict or whatever, but I don't know. But you're
still on the register, even if nobody stops to read the final.
No,
you're on the register.
Right.
My thing is, they keep moving around, which they're gonna have to do because she's a celebrity. He just needs to register wherever he goes. I know that puts her in a bind, but you chose to marry someone.
I really was surprised that she stayed with him with all, like, this is not new. Everyone knew this when she first started seeing him again.
I'm surprised she had a baby by him. So you having a baby with a sex offender. I mean,
it runs in the family. Her brother just went
her brother. That's right.
For rape.
Yes. That's right.
Yes. But here's the thing, like, okay, so you have a you decide to marry this person, you have a child with this person. Where can you live where you're not within a certain amount of feet from a school?
First of all, he can't even drop his kid off at school.
At school.
Right. Right.
He can't
take the kid to the doctor, the pediatrician, any of that.
He can't go to any red carpets with Nicki Minaj if anyone there is under 18.
I mean, I'm all for marrying whoever you want, but I just don't think that was a good business decision. And at the end of the day, marriage is also about your business.
Yeah.
Listen, I done looked on that registry and I done seen some people that don't look like they belong with anybody. Not
Well,
even
did you guys
adult.
read the comment that Joe says he knew a guy who had to register for using the bathroom outside?
Yeah, that's public exposure. Yeah.
Wow.
What was that?
If somebody
crazy.
sees you, if somebody sees
Yeah,
you,
if somebody sees your penis, yes, that's it.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
that's flashing. Yep.
Wow.
Mhm.
I don't know if they need to see your penis, but
But listen,
No, we need to see the penis if it's sexual.
but listen.
related.
So
Not-
anybody that's out here having this public sex and carrying on, and y'all doing stuff and things, y'all better think about it now. Think about it, because if you're seen,
Long term.
Whew.
Via that little finger.
That's a lot.
I'm saying,
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
It's very loose. It really
I
is.
didn't realize it was that loose. That's
I've
why
always
there's
heard
so
that
much
it
red on
was,
that
but-
app, because it's very loose. But again, in the Nicki Minaj situation, I think he was 19 and the girl was 16 or something like that. So they were close in age.
Was it just I missed the entire interview, but was it just a sexual relationship or was it forced? Did you say it was forced?
It was forced.
I think they knew each other,
They
but
knew each other.
he raped her at knife point.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
yeah, this is
So
this is
even if
triggering.
you are dating, you can't pull a knife to somebody's neck and have sex with them.
no, that's called date rape.
and even if there's no knife involved,
Take the date out of it.
If a person is has to submit under duress,
Yeah.
it doesn't even have to be a weapon. If it's
Yeah.
under duress,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is something that they would not have ordinarily done.
I just think I just don't understand people because she's not only allegedly being harassed by Nicki Minaj's team. Of course, her fans are harassing her as well. And they're
Yeah.
like, well, he did his time, leave him alone. She's not the one that made him go on the registry. That's not her requirement. And people are like, she's just looking for money. She's suing them because she's being harassed. She's not looking for money.
This is a sick world we're in. I mean, none of those people most of them people on W-2 income. And they got all this time in the world to go around harassing that girl over a woman who wouldn't piss on them if they were on fire.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what I can't understand our support of these celebrities as if they are not human.
That's always been the case. People look up to these people like they are gods.
Yeah.
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 Well, they call them stars because they're not reachable. You can't touch them.
Well,
So they say.
This is touching her
This
because
this was a bad business move.
Did
Again,
she lose any endorsements or anything?
I
Money-wise?
don't know.
I didn't notice she was connected to any kind of business venture.
I thought maybe Mac. I think Mac.
I thought I was gonna say I think she's had Mac, but I don't know if that's still that partnership.
Yeah,
is
I don't
still
know if that's still-
ongoing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still ongoing.
I mean, that's just kind of rough to justify. Like, there's no interview that I would ever want to do in her situation when that comes up. There's no way getting around that subject. There's nothing that you can say where it would make sense to anybody.
And I think she's been pretty quiet since they got married, right? Like she hasn't put out an album or anything.
She had a baby. She had a baby, right?
She had a baby, but she hasn't been very active or vocal or
I'm waiting for her to go away. I'm sorry.
She was very vocal after that interview.
No, I'm. Well, I didn't hear anything after the interview.
from
I
her.
just wanted to go away. I'm sorry.
She said something, Gadget. She responded.
Yeah.
What did she say?
She
Yeah, I didn't
because
think she was vocal.
I mean, that's when Black Twitter turned on her because she called the girl a liar again, and
Yeah, and it seems weird for her to speak on it when she had
she
nothing
wasn't
to do
there.
with it.
She was
She had
not
nothing
there.
to do with it. I mean,
you're going off what he said. She's going off what he said.
Right. Tracy, no, really, I'm ready for her to go away. I mean, can she just go away? Like, she's like a fruit fly and shit. Just go away. You know how you try to kill a fruit fly and it gets away from you? Just go away, bitch. Just go. Go away.
I'm not listening to her publicist advice because there's no way. I'm sure they had a meeting the day before. Like, look, this interview's going to air tomorrow. Say nothing. So Joe said, how does this work if they have a baby together with him being on the register? I mean,
don't know.
I know he can't take the baby to school.
Right.
They live together though.
I know, but he can't.
Like, how's he allowed to be around his own child? Basically,
I think it depends on the laws in that state, but Child Protective Services likely would be quite visible in that life. That was just first of all, broad. That was just a poor choice of man. Period. I don't care.
Very poor choice.
And I thought it was something maybe fly by night or whatever, and she didn't want to leave him because everyone's saying she should. But then she had a baby with him and got married. I was like, what's happening? Like, are you trying to prove a point to us? Like this?
Even though I hated Meek Mill's nut ass, I wanted her to stay with him. They made a better couple than this nut ass nigga.
I mean,
I liked her with Safari myself.
What?
Safari's a weirdo. He's a clown.
That
He's a weirdo, but so is she. So is she.
He's such a goofball.
So is she. She's a goofball too.
Tracy, Nikki absolutely did know that he had been in jail for rape when she married him. Yeah. She's known him since she was a kid.
Yeah.
She's known him.
She knew. Yeah, definitely.
She absolutely knew.
She knew everything about him.
Well, and this is what I don't understand. Like, first of all, she's an island woman. That's the first thing. Mm-hmm. And I know women view sex and island women have a tendency to view sex differently, in the culture. But what happened to all this Barbie, this women's empowerment, this girl power? What happened to all that?
It's probably based on what he's told her.
Right. I don't think that she's thinking she's sacrificing any of that. I think she's thinking she's empowered because she thinks that she knows more.
Exactly. And I'll say this. I have a friend that was in a similar situation, but what she did was she went and spoke to the woman, and it was a completely different story.
Wow.
So the story wasn't true.
He gave tidbits of what happened, didn't give the full explanation of what happened.
Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, she felt she got the answer that she needed.
She got the answer that she needed. Okay. Yeah.
Was she satisfied with that?
Yes.
Did she leave?
Yes. Yes.
That's deep. Good for her.
Yeah. Yes.
What is our next subject? This is too heavy.
Any happy things to talk about?
We don't talk about happy things.
What's next on the blotter?
The next thing is the debt ceiling.
The blotter.
Hold on. What's after debt ceiling? I know I had a fun topic after debt ceiling.
No, you didn't.
I don't want to talk about the debt ceiling.
You didn't.
I don't think we're in no damn debt. I just think America got damn money.
Yeah, no,
we got damn money. There's
always money.
Yeah, there's always money.
There's a ceiling to the amount of debt that we will incur. We have money, but that's why they're trying to get them to raise the limit.
Forgiveness, people. They need to do forgiveness of all this debt.
What is America's FICO score? I mean,
they're Duns and Bradstreet. What's that?
What's your score, Gadget?
Huh?
What's your score?
I don't know, but
Gadget. I was thinking the other day when
you Fingerhut better leave me alone.
Fingerhut card.
Like, look, Fingerhut. I'm
not Fingerhut.
I'm past you now. Maybe 20 years ago.
They said we want you back.
Yeah. So they can sell you them big ass Skechers and shit that they be having in the damn
and paying $2 a month on it.
Mm-hmm.
At 29.9999 interest rate.
Exactly.
Yeah, you had debt ceiling on there. I'm like, he wants to talk about the debt ceiling, but
All right,
Thank
Joe.
you, Joe.
Peace.
it is important.
But they said by October 18th, we're not going to have
Yeah.
any money.
It's not that we don't have any money. It's that there's a cap on the amount of debt that we're allowed to incur. If that doesn't go up, what they'll do is they'll pay the most important bills, and what they won't do is they won't
like
pay.
black people do. Like black people do.
Yeah, they're gonna be
Really?
robbing Peter to pay Paul. So what they won't do is they won't make Social Security payments. They won't pay contractors, like doctors' offices that accept like Medicare. They won't pay them.
Damn.
I've been telling people, if you got them food stamps and all that shit, that stuff was going to go away. It was going to be a problem once Trump got in office. I said it. Any type of social service programs that are meant to take care of the elderly, the handicapped, and the poor and the unmarketable, those services are going to be impacted by the Trump administration, and it looks like Biden.
But I don't feel safe with the word finger hut. That is hilarious.
Nikki, I'm sick of you already.
Right. You're doing too much.
Oh my
That is
God.
hilarious. Now, I
Finger
do know
hut.
under Biden that he expanded the welfare program. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to get another term, so it will probably.
He's not going to.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get
He's
another
not.
term, but he did expand it to like the highest amount it has ever been. But in terms of the debt ceiling, I'm sure they'll work something out. They always do. I mean, didn't this happen like in 2017?
We
It
got
happened
money.
last year. Didn't it
I was
happen
gonna say,
last
it
year?
happens a lot.
No, the debt ceiling is different from the federal budget.
Oh,
Okay,
The
tell
federal
me
budget
something.
expires every September 30th. So
Okay.
that's totally different.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm learning. I'm learning.
so are we paying China? Like, who are we paying?
Probably. They said that we would pay our most important debts. And that does not include Social
Who is
Security.
responsible for this bill?
That doesn't include black
Treasury.
people's reparations.
How are we supposedly the world's superpower, and we in bed with China? How?
No, how are we trillions in debt, and I get an overage charge for $3? Like,
Yeah.
look, I left SunTrust because they this was years ago, but SunTrust, y'all doing bad business. over
Yeah,
there.
I hated SunTrust. I hate Bank of America. Y'all can eat a dick. I hate y'all with y'all doggone.
America, they something right over there.
Credit unions. Don't deal
Yeah.
with banks. Credit unions.
Oh yeah, credit unions are the way to go. Shout out to Navy Federal Credit Union.
I do love
Yes,
my
me
credit union,
too.
but I do
Shout
have
out
a
to
regular
Penn
bank.
Fed.
I use a regular bank and I have my credit union.
Well, Citibank is good. I like Citibank.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with M&T, and then I have the NIH credit union.
You know what?
My financial situation. I don't know what y'all doing.
You know what I used to call NIH?
What?
No.
Not new.
No. That is too
The
funny.
next call I get from a bill collector, I'm going to refer him to the U.S. Treasury.
Lord.
Good idea.
Oh
Like,
wow, that's good.
Motherfucker, they want their money too.
Good
Go
luck
holler
with
at
that.
them.
Good luck with that.
Actually, you know what? I've been so good with finances as of the last 12 years. I haven't had a call from a bill collector in that long. I do get the scammers. That say I
Oh, yeah, you
owe
always get the
I owe
scammers.
from accounts that are already closed.
Yeah, you always gonna get the scammers.
I ain't had a Sears card in 20 years. Yo,
I get them every now and again, and you know what I do? I'll be like, salt, pepper, ketchup, 10 minutes. And hang up the
nah.
What is happening to this podcast?
Hi,
What is happening to this podcast?
this is Denny calling from Capital One.
Is that how they sound? Oh my God.
Motherfucker, first of all, your name is not Danny.
right.
Right.
Oh my god.
Your name is Rohit Sumkumar.
Oh god.
And you're
I must tell you, I have the sheriff department on the way to your house. Unless you give me a payment right now over the phone,
Yeah,
Oh
they
my gosh. Oh my gosh.
they
some
try
people
it.
pay them. Some
They
people
do.
pay them.
They can
Me and
never
my
get
mom
my
was
name
just having
correctly.
that conversation. When we went on a walk. We were just having
Nikki
that
said Danny
conversation.
Fingerhut.
Yeah.
People-
Nikki, I thought you didn't like this. I have a feeling you really like finger hunting. You're a finger hunter.
Oh my
I
god!
know you are.
What would you say, Malika?
I was just saying that they really are getting people, especially elderly people that don't
Yeah.
know. You know, they're just like, "Oh, I'll just pay it," because they get scared.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's like, come on,
You know,
y'all.
old people like to pay that shit on time. They don't be playing around.
They don't play around when somebody calls them and tell them
First of
something
all,
paid.
everything on my credit report is closed except for my revolving
Yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah. I
Don't
don't
call me
even get.
about no
I don't
old
even
shit.
get those calls. You know what calls I get? You had a package that was intercepted at the board at
The
customs.
board?
Yes. And
Okay.
it was
I haven't
something
had that
illegal
one.
called it.
I
You-
have the
you-
ones about the student loans or something, but that's about it.
I
Do
get
you-
calls about hospital bills, and I'm like, look,
Really?
fuck y'all.
Yeah,
Y'all get
y'all
it
don't
when I
get
got
the,
it.
Or someone has my information, something like that.
Mhm.
you
Oh, my
got-
social security number has been canceled.
Yeah.
What about
Oh,
the,
I got that one too. I got that one about 5 years ago.
Mhm.
what about the car warranty people?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I get
I don't
For a
get
those.
car,
that.
for a car you don't even own anymore.
God,
No, I don't get that.
Yeah, I got those. Yeah, I got
I
those.
get those
too.
just about every day.
And I think my newest one is, hi, we're so-and-so roofing. We're going to be in your neighborhood, and we'd like to give you a free estimate.
I've never
No, those
done-
bastards come and knock on my door.
I live in Memphis now. Oh, so you don't live in Maryland? No. I moved.
Well, somebody wants to buy my house every day. I get
Really?
text messages and
Yeah.
calls.
Yeah.
So do I.
I
well,
can't
you're,
stand
but
it.
but you know what? You're in the city, and that's probably true.
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. They're so
That's
random,
true.
but that if you listen to the voicemail messages, V, they're like, you may have missed my message earlier.
No.
And it's like, this can't be real because they're all like saying the exact same thing.
Here's
No,
the
I
thing
didn't-
that gets
I didn't
me.
listen. I just skipped it.
Here's the thing that gets me though. You're gonna call me from a block number, and then when the one time I do pick up the phone, and it was like, oh well, we tried to reach you. I say, well, yeah, bitch, because you blocked your number.
Uh-huh.
I'm private too.
Yeah. How about
And those
that?
Chinese call, I don't know, all those calls in Chinese, I don't know what that is.
I've never gotten one of those.
I get a lot of calls.
I get
that-
all the South Asian calls. I get all them joints.
Really?
Hello, Veda. Veda.
No, mine is just complete Chinese. Like, I don't know what they're saying at all.
Really?
Like, how dare you call me by my name?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like you know
No,
me and shit.
no matter how many times you block them.
They,
Yeah.
yeah.
They got new numbers.
They have robo, and you have
Yeah.
don't Google issue phone numbers now.
I don't
It's-
know, but usually when I get calls, their number looks almost like mine.
Yeah.
And
They do that
they
on purpose,
clone
of course,
numbers.
but yeah.
They clone numbers too because
Mhm.
there's a mhm.
Wells Fargo.
Mhm.
I don't even have a Wells Fargo account.
Yeah. They're like, that's why you should call us.
No, they want you to click on the link.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I have one that I get on my phone, and they refer to my Facebook. They refer to my Facebook name,
What?
and
Wow.
and it's supposedly from AT&T. So I
Mm.
said, oh, okay, I see what this is.
They
So every
always
time
get
I
me
block
from
the number, they
places-
just find another number.
They always give me from places they think that I'll answer, like the Smithsonian. I'm like, how these people calling from a Smithsonian number?
Right. Or how are people calling me from my number just one digit off?
Yeah.
Right.
It usually
Yeah.
looks like my number.
Yeah, yeah.
They're good.
They sitting in
good.
this, and they're sitting in a basement somewhere in Germany.
The thing is, they keep doing it because people are paying.
Yeah,
Because
And
people,
you know,
unfortunately,
dur-
people are paying.
during the height of when George Floyd got killed, I was getting calls for donations to the police union. I'm
yeah.
like,
Hmm.
read the room.
Right. Exactly.
Those were real calls. Those
Exactly.
were real calls.
I'm
Those
not
were
giving
real
you
calls.
shit.
Yep. Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just don't want the fucking political calls. Like, don't be calling my house asking me to join this initiative or that initiative. Don't do it. Don't
Speaking
do
of,
it.
I don't know who gave my email to Terry McAuliffe. I don't even live in Virginia, I'm getting all his emails.
That's interesting.
Anthony, we have to get to the polls. Oh my God, no, we don't.
Poll this.
People in Virginia do.
Yeah.
Man, you should have seen all the emails I had to do spam. I think it went to every Democrat. Every Democrat now has my email address.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Sign of the times, man.
I can't believe it's already 9 o'clock.
Right, Nikki.
9 o'clock.
Poll these nuts.
Oh my gosh, Nikki.
Before we leave, any of you guys on the Neighbors app?
Yes.
Yeah.
Has anybody ever slid into your DMs on the Neighbors app?
No, not yet.
No.
But I did hear that that's happening.
It does.
I did hear that that's happening.
And they know what neighborhood
next door. That's not next door.
Next door. There you go. Next door.
Yeah.
No.
Like,
I know one thing. It's a little frightening.
It's creepy.
When I go on that app and I see people's Ring cameras and I see people lurking around people's houses. That's some scary shit.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Like, I'm on a neighborhood chat, and just some of the things that people put on the chat, like, oh, there's a bunch of people sitting at the front of the development, just sitting in the car, and like people seeing all sorts of stuff, and then on their Ring cameras. I'm like, I can't be inundated with that.
It's always the same thing over here. It's like, did you guys hear those 10 shots?
Yes.
Always 10. Every night, 10 shots. Somebody's obsessed with 10 shots.
Miss Erlene, that was firecrackers.
Right. Every night. Did y'all hear that? Because first I got another one today, but it was like 2 p.m. I'm like,
really?
Yeah, always 10 shots. Anybody else
I like it.
10 shots?
I like the app because there was a rabid fox that was in this area, and it was in somebody's yard, and it apparently
shots fired.
You know what?
Yes, it's always over here. It's always 10.
Yeah. Yeah, but there was a rabid, what they believed to be a rabid fox.
Mm-hmm.
It was in the Fort Washington area, just kind of roaming around in people's yards and stuff. It was just really weird. I want to see the zebras. I want to see the zebras, though. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, here's the weirdest message I got from Neighbors.
What does it say?
What does it say?
Break around Fenn's Lane.
There's a
tall man stealing shoes and breaking into cars.
How do you know, like, there's a series of people's shoes?
Hold on. Keep your shoes indoors.
No. You know what? People clown on there, too. They clown on there a lot.
Oh, gosh.
They clown on there. Yeah, they clown on there a lot.
Good night, Liz.
Good night, Miss Parker. We're so sorry.
He's like, on that note, I'm out.
Right.
I'm out of here.
Right.
As we all should be.
Yes.
No, I think somebody over here they talking about at a yard sale, they were selling dildos. I'm like, you guys are making this up. Like, why are you posting this in next door? Like, this is not what this is for. They were like, no, there's a lot of dildos over here, different colors that they are selling in their garage. It's like, why are you telling us this?
On that note,
please tell me that the wrapping is still on these packages.
No. And then they'll say, like, they're missing some of those things, like a sex doll. Like, I'm missing a sex doll. Someone stole my sex doll, some panties, and I'm like, they're making.
They're making that up.
They're just using it for crap, man.
I tell you about the time I was flying through BWI, and this lady had a suitcase full of dildos.
How did you know that, though?
I had to open it in TSA.
I was right there.
And why was it like going off? I need to know. These things go off at the airport.
Well, so your bag goes through X-ray. Your bag goes through X-ray, and they shows down a whole different.
But if we see what it is, do we need to open the suitcase?
They opened it. When I tell you there was more than 30 in there,
wow,
that's safe sex.
Salesman.
That's safe sex on 10.
That is a salesman right there.
That's safe sex on 10. I mean,
That's what you call options when you're dating.
You get a dildo. You get a dildo.
Oh my
You
God.
get a dildo.
You gotta keep
No,
it
I
fire.
do know someone whose dildo started vibrating when they were going through security.
Oh God, that's not good. That's not good. That's just not good. No, you have to open that one.
Why not buy it once you get there? Damn.
Or just empty the batteries, people.
You might not be going to a city that has a sex shop.
I don't know, V. I don't know if I want to go to a new city on vacation to buy a dildo.
Oh my God. Okay, y'all.
I would. Shit.
Yeah.
No,
It is
if I
now
have one at
9:05.
home, if I have a dildo at home, it's a traveling dildo.
Yeah, you wanna fly your dildo out with you.
Yes,
Lord,
it's a traveling one. There's not one for home.
Jesus
Jesus
Lord.
Christ, y'all.
way off the rails.
There's definitely not now.
All right, y'all.
They are
All
not.
right.
Cute. They're
Good
not
night,
cute.
ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, good
Good
night.
night, y'all.
Sorry for the foolishness.